Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly, and I'm going to do a little bit of a retro review. It's kind of three movies, but we're going to talk about one. So, Jaws came out in 3D in the theater, and I raved about that and did a review. But there was many films in the late 70s, early 80s, and they continue to be shark films that ripped off Jaws. One came out in 1978, and it was directed by Joe Dante. If you don't know that name, he directed Gremlins, Explorers, Gremlins 2, fantastic talent. Well, Spielberg got who produced Gremlins, and he would actually add him to the Twilight Zone movie, thought he would be perfect because he felt that his movie, Piranha, in 1978, was the best of the Jaws ripoffs. It's a New World Pictures, which means it was Roger Corman produced it. And basically, the plot's pretty simple. Flesh-eating piranhas are accidentally released into a summer resort on the river, and the guest becomes their next meal. And that's what happens. And there's a crazy scientist. It has a wonderful cast of great character actors: Kevin McCarthy, Dick Miller, Barbara Steele, Paul Bartel. It's a movie I quite enjoy. I don't think a lot of people remember it, which is unfortunate. You can find it on several different services, but I do recommend you try it. It's on Freevee, actually, if you want to see it. They later remade it into a movie called Piranha 3D, which I don't hate. And they even got Richard Dreyfuss for this one, so he could do a cameo at the beginning of it. It's on Netflix. It's got Elizabeth Shue, Jerry O'Connell, Christopher Lloyd. It's so stupid, but so much fun. Piranha 3D was directed by Alexandre Aja, and he's a great French director. If you've ever seen High Tension, this is one of his first films. Check that out too. And this one has got nudity, tons of nudity, so much nudity, so much blood, and it came out in 3D. So to watch it now, it's not as fun as watching it in the theater at the time in 2010 when 3D was right after we had this huge Avatar, if you remember, if you're old enough. Then we had Piranha 3D. So Piranha 3D did pretty well. And they decided to make a straight to tape, as they used to call, sequel, and it's directed by John Gallagher, and he directed a movie I love called Feast and Feast 2 and Feast 3. But anyway, his Piranha 3 Double D, if you get the joke, is so stupid, so ridiculous, but yet fun. It's also got Christopher Lloyd, but it has David Hasselhoff, David Koechner, Gary Busey. The list goes on and on with tons of cameos. Is it any good? I mean, it happened that the first Piranha 3D takes place in a lake. This one also takes place in a lake. It even has some outtakes at the end of it. There is even more nudity, even more breasts, and more blood. It is so stupid. But is it fun? Well, yeah, you can watch it on Prime Video. If you have Prime, you can watch Piranha 3 Double D. Why did I talk about Piranha and these three movies that no one really talks about anymore? Because they're fun. And it's getting close to Halloween time, and it's getting close to Scarefest time. Horror films don't always have to have a message. I know this is coming from me, who's ripped so many of them. Horror films, the great thing about them, what makes them so versatile, is that you can do any story in a horror film. Sometimes they're just fun to be bloody, gory, and just fun. Now, you can't be dumb, but if you're just fun, that can be fun. So check out Piranha from 78, Joe Dante, Piranha from 2010, the remake, and then Piranha 3, Piranha Double D, 3 Double D. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Watch out for the Piranha. Go watch some Piranha. Piranha, Piranha, Piranha.